Top 10 Most Sensational Archaeological Find. Archaeology will always be in demand because experts annually manage to find new hello from the past, which give us knowledge about bygone eras. We suggest you look at a selection of sensational archaeological finds which prove that the world is more interesting and complex than it seems. 1. Sarmatian gold. Bashkir scientists were lucky to find as much as 2 untouched caches of gold that belonged to the Sarmatians, a powerful nomadic tribe that lived in Russia, Ukraine, and Kazakhstan in the 6th–4th centuries BCE. In them were discovered priceless jewelry and products that have no analogs in the world. Sarmatian gold is a global cultural treasure. 2. Ships of the Byzantine and Ottoman empires. Marine archaeologists have discovered more than 40 sunken ships at the bottom of the Black Sea. The remains of the ships are so well preserved that it has allowed scientists to establish that they belong to the Ottoman and Byzantine empires. Ships all this time rested at a depth of more than 1.5 kilometers. Due to the low oxygen content, the wooden hull, deck, and even the masts remained relatively intact. 3. Acambaro figurines. An archaeological find that to this day causes much controversy in the scientific world. Some researchers argue that the collection is an elaborate fake, others are convinced of its authenticity. Today, the figurines are in the Acambaro Museum, attracting many tourists from many countries. The collection includes small clay figurines of animals, dinosaurs, and humans. German immigrant Waldemar Julsrud collected the find. He claimed to have found the first piece near a mountain near Acambaro. Julsrud then discovered similar artifacts from the locals and decided to buy them back. 4. A tooth that is 10 million years old. Scientists in Germany fear that the whole world will have to rewrite the history of mankind after what they have found. It is about a tooth that was found near the German municipality of Appelsheim. Similar finding researchers previously found only in Ethiopia. The similarity of the teeth found so struck them that they have more than a year double-checked the dating of remains, not to make hasty statements. The last tooth found is almost 10 million years old. 5. Tomb of Richard III. Richard III is a significant figure in England. He came to power through a coup d'état, earning himself a reputation as a villain and a scoundrel. However, over time, historians managed to prove his innocence. The mystery of the English king's burial remained unsolved for a long time. Richard III was killed during the battle and buried in the Franciscan monastery, which years later collapsed and was buried under an array of modern urban buildings. Archaeologists faced an almost impossible task. They had to find the king's tomb, restoring old maps, and excavate without disturbing the architecture of the city. The scientists were lucky. They managed to find the remains of Richard III on the first day of research. To confirm their assumptions, archaeologists conducted an examination. Today, Richard III is reburied in Leicester Cathedral. 6. Dead Sea Scrolls. Valuable writings have been found near the settlement of Qumran, which is near the Dead Sea coast. They include biblical manuscripts dating from the 3rd to the 1st century AD. The scrolls were made of cow and sheepskin, which required a great deal of effort on the part of scientists to separate the fragments of material from each other without damaging the written text. Many of the writings are now preserved in the Temple of the Book and in the Israel Museum. 7. The mummified dinosaur. A perfectly preserved dinosaur was found in Canada. All the depressions, folds, and scales are easily distinguishable on it. The most unusual thing is that the primitive reptile preserved not only its appearance, but also the contents of its stomach. The fossilized Nodosaurus weighs more than 900 kilograms. It is 110 million years old. 8. Sacrificial pit in southern China. Thousands of artifacts have been discovered in the Chinese city of Sangsingdui. Among them are jade objects, gold masks, bronze figures, charred rice, and seed. They are 3,000 years old or more. Scientists speculate that the sites were formerly sacrificial pits used by the Shu kingdom for rituals. 9. Ancient Crusader sword. Diver Shlomi Katzen, during his next dive, discovered a strange object lying on the bottom of the sand. It turned out to be an ancient sword. According to the scientists, it belonged to a Crusader warrior who probably took part in the battles that took place in Israel at that time. The age of the find is about 900 years. The Lost City. The archaeological discovery of the Golden City, or Athos, is comparable in magnitude to the discovery of Troy. This city was long thought to have disappeared without a trace until the first reports of strange finds began to come out of Luxor, southern Egypt. The locals were digging up crockery, wine jars, and spinning objects. Scientists immediately set out to excavate, and for several years the work has not stopped. Aten, the largest city founded by the ruler Amenhotep II, was one of the most developed settlements of Egypt. Aten disappeared from the face of the earth more than 3,000 years ago. 11. The Mummy with the Golden Tongue. An ancient gold-tongued mummy has been discovered in Egypt. Scientists have explained that putting a golden object in the mouth, which was shaped like a tongue, was part of the burial ritual. According to Egyptian beliefs, such manipulation helped the deceased to preserve speech and find a common language with the god Osiris. 12. Slave Room in Pompeii. Researchers have found a preserved room of slaves who lived in the city of Pompeii. The unique discovery shed light on the difficult life of people who were forced to do hard work in the house of their master. In the hands of scientists were items of everyday life: amphorae, horse harnesses, fabrics. Archaeologists were also able to study perfectly preserved beds and chests. Oh, these ancient archaeological finds. Did you like my video? Write in the comments what you think about these findings. What place will they take in our history? What place will they take in our history? What can we learn from what archaeologists found? Subscribe to the channel, like and share with your loved ones. There are more interesting videos on my channel. Thank you for watching. All the best.